This is the sad story of how a 29-year-old journalist, lawyer, and broadcaster that works with Arise Television, Somtochukwu Maduagwu, popularly known as Somi, died during a robbery attack at her Katampe residence in the capital city of Abuja.
Hello to our viewers in the US and around the world. I am Somi Maduagwu, coming to you from Nigeria's capital, Abuja.
Somtochukwu was a force to reckon with, a young woman who had it all, a bright future, a career that demanded respect, and an unshakable drive to succeed. By qualification, she was a lawyer, but her talents didn't stop there. Somtochukwu was also a news anchor, a broadcaster, and a producer with Arise Television. She was also a true woman of many hats. And to top it all off, she had once been crowned Miss Nigeria Tourism in 2023. Her journey didn't end there. She represented Nigeria on the global stage at the Miss Tourism pageant in Guangzhou, China. She had already conquered so much in life, yet her greatest challenge was yet to come. On September 29, 2025, tragedy struck her life and the nation. It was around 3 a.m. on that fateful morning, the kind of hour when the world feels like it's in a suspended state of slumber. But for Somtochukwu, that hour will be her last. A gang of 15 heavily armed men, AK-47 in hands, tools for breaking metal doors, and machetes in tow, stormed her residence in Katampe, Abuja, Nigeria's capital. Her building, an 18-block mini-flat complex, was no stranger to everyday bustle of life. But on this night, it became a scene of horror. The robbers first attacked the security house, where 2 guards were on duty. One of the guards tried to defend his post with a cutlass, but the robbers responded with brutal force, shooting him dead on the spot. The other guard, understandably terrified, surrendered immediately. From there, the robbers split into smaller groups, sweeping through the 18 flats, taking everything they could get their hands on: cash, mobile phones, ATM cards, laptops, and even 2 vehicles, a Toyota Spider and a Toyota Corolla. And yet, amidst this chaos, they didn't spend more than 20 minutes in the building. But that wasn't the worst part. A neighbor reportedly hearing Somtochukwu's blood-curdling screams before silence followed. It wasn't just the robbery that shook the building, it was the fate that awaited Somtochukwu. After the robbers left, the police arrived, assessing the aftermath. What they found in the backyard was nothing short of tragic. Somtochukwu's lifeless body, drenched in her own blood, lay on the floor. It was clear she had fallen, possibly from the 3rd floor. The police speculated that she might have tried to escape, fleeing the balcony in a desperate attempt to save herself from the armed men. But the fall, whether from panic or something far more sinister, took her life. Some witnesses suggested that she may have been a victim of an attempted sexual assault during the struggle, but nothing was certain. The police would have to wait to determine whether foul play had been involved. What came next was a bitter pill to swallow. When Somtochukwu was found, her pulse was still faint. There was still hope, but the police claimed they didn't have fuel in their vehicle to take her to the hospital immediately. Time ticked away. Eventually, they took her to the first hospital, only for the staff there to reject her. The clock was ticking, and the country's healthcare system failed her at its worst moment. They finally rushed her to Maitama General Hospital, but by the time the doctors tried to resuscitate her, it was too late. How did it come to this? In a country like Nigeria, where one would expect law enforcement and medical services to be equipped to handle such emergencies, Somto was failed at every turn. First, the police couldn't take her to the hospital in time because of lack of fuel in their service vehicle. Then, the hospital that should have been a life-saving refuge turned her away when she needed it most. It's enough to make you question everything. But here's the most heart-wrenching part of the story. Just 2 weeks before her death, on September 14, 2025, Somtochukwu posted a prayer on her social media account, X, formerly Twitter. In it, she wrote, "I pray from the depth of my heart that Nigeria never happens to me or anyone I care about." It was as if she somehow knew. Sadly, on September 29th, Nigeria did happen to her. Katampe, Abuja, a place that should have been safe, became the stage for an act of violence that took the life of someone who had worked tirelessly to make a positive impact on her country. In 2025, armed robbery still plagues the heart of Nigeria, and in 2025, Nigerian police still find themselves demanding money from citizens to fuel their cars. How is this acceptable? How did it come to this? Somtochukwu's story is more than just a tragic headline. It's a painful reminder of the many cracks in the Nigerian system and how those cracks end up costing lives. As we mourn her loss, we pray for her soul to find peace in the arms of the Lord. And for her family who must now carry the heavy burden of a life stolen too soon, we send strength. Somto may no longer be with us, but her story must not be forgotten. This is Nigeria's wake-up call. If you believe her story should be heard, please like and share this video. Help raise awareness about the insecurities plaguing our society. And don't forget to turn on your notification for more updates on stories like this. Rest in peace, Somtochukwu Maduagwu. You don't deserve this.
Regarding the circumstances surrounding the incident, to set the record straight, some hoodlum, armed robbers specifically, gained access into unique apartments where Somi lives twin three-storey 18-flat apartment around the Girshiri end of Katampe under Mabushi divisional area. At this point in time, two guards were on duty, security men. These are private guard. And one of them, who had the courage to challenge, sustained a gunshot. Under this condition, you know the panic that will have resulted from this kind of environment. So me actually occupied an apartment on the topmost floor of the building. And out of the fear, she jumped down from that third story, the top floor. The consequences is what we are seeing. It's so sad, so unfortunate.